All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the show. This is the Madridista Minute. I'm your host, Alex, and we've got a big game coming up tomorrow. Barcelona, Real Madrid. We got an El Clasico on the heels of two pretty devastating losses. Tomorrow will be our chance to I don't know what the word is already. Great start. Tomorrow will be the day that we can fix everything that's been done and put us back on the winning road, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm just going to be going through some, my prediction for the game. I'll give at the end. Actually, I don't even know my prediction. I'm going to have to think about it. But I'm just going to be giving my thoughts on the types of tactics, not tactics, but like the way that we will play the game, like our formation and stuff like that. So yeah, before I get into like players and everything, I just think that tomorrow is a must-win game. Especially Barcelona hasn't been the best either, and they're gonna be our main rivals for the season, obviously. What am I even saying? Like, yeah, so I'll just get into it because I have nothing much to say. Okay, so this is the first one that I came up with here. Yeah, it's good. So this will be. It shows a 4-3-3 because that's what they like to start with, but it'll be almost like a 4-4-2 with Vinicius and Benzema staying up top, then Isco coming back to help. This is the formation that I'd like them to play. Of course, Marcelo is a notable omission. And then on the right, I'll start from the back. I think these have to be our center backs. Ramos is healthy, which is the news that we got today, the great news. So it has to be those two defenders. If not Nacho, I think it should be Nacho, and I think he will pick Nacho. But Militao is another option there. And then Mendy has to start on the left over Marcelo. He's one that definitely cannot play. Then in the midfield, I chose Modric over Kroos. The other two are probably pretty straightforward. Modric just because I think he's brought more to the team. Kroos hasn't really. At the beginning of the season, he was consistent, but now he's been off a step, is what I find. I just think Modric has been just that much better, which is why I'll pick him. And then front three, Benzema, obviously. Jovic didn't show me anything against Shakhtar that would give me confidence with him against Barcelona. Vinicius Jr. has to play. I mean, who else do we have on the right? We're not going to play. We saw how Rodrigo was on the left. Yeah, we saw how Rodrigo was on the left. Wasn't really doing anything, and then Asensio went to the left, but near the end of the first half, and same thing there. So I think Vinicius has to be played. He's been one of our most dangerous players, and I'm going to go back to what I said versus Shakhtar. I think we don't have many players that can just be leaders and be aggressive on the team. That's why I definitely picked Ramos there. And Vinicius is another one that can pick up the ball, and we saw him in the last El Clasico. And this season, I haven't mentioned it specifically, but he's probably been our best player. I mean, compared to seasons in the past, he's been consistent, like much more consistent than he was before. I mean, he's scoring almost every game. He scored, I believe, it's 3 or 4 goals already this season. He had 2 in the league that I remember, not one in the Champions League. So I think that might be 3. I'm not sure if I'm missing one, but Vinicius has to be a player. When Hazard comes back, I'm sorry, but Vinicius doesn't lose his spot just because Hazard's back. Either find a way to fit both of them into the team, which would be maybe Vinicius on the right or Hazard on the right, or Hazard as a bench player until he shows that he deserves to start. Then Benzema, like I said, Jovic didn't really show me anything in the game against Shakhtar. And then I'm picking Isco just because against Cadiz in the first half, I think Isco was one of the only players that was showing the ambition to pick up the ball and do something with it. Do I think Isco is what he was in the past, no. I was actually really critical of Isco at the beginning of the season, but the reason I'm putting him there is because yes, I'm critical of him, but I don't think anybody else right now can do the job that Isco would do on that side. I mean, other people would be Rodrigo or Asensio, and we saw what they did against Shakhtar. So what do you think they can do against Barcelona? Now, Barcelona's defense is pretty compromised. Not compromised, but just shit. I mean, excuse me. Piqué is not a player that we should be worried about. I think Vinicius will be hoping that Piqué plays in the El Clasico because that has not been a favorable matchup for them. But compared to Shakhtar, which is what I was getting to, Barcelona will be a much stronger team on paper. So that's why I put Isco there, because he will be able to create coming from the right, almost as like he'll be playing in this, because Valverde likes to play on the right too. So Isco will probably be coming in from this side. It might even be a 4-4-2, something like this, with these two up top, and then Isco maybe even coming from the left if they want to play Valverde on the right as a right winger, which is what they have done in the past, and then Modric just playing a bit ahead of Casemiro and Casemiro dropping over here, which would help Nacho or whoever on this side. I'm hoping it's Nacho. And Mendy, we know that his strength is defending, so Isco, well, his strength is defending, and Isco will be here, but I think Isco will occupy this space more, which will give Mendy more room to work up this side, which is what I think should happen. Will it happen is another question. So yeah, that's the first one. That's what I would do. Am I a coach? No. So this second one is just another option that I'm giving, which is a traditional 4-3-3, which is what we played against against Shakhtar. Now I put Marcelo in here just to say, because Mendy played really well on the right, so he might be confident with Marcelo playing beside Ramos, because Ramos and Marcelo, they have this understanding between each other where when Marcelo goes up, Ramos is comfortable with this space, which is what Eder Militao wasn't. So they could. Would I be confident in that? Absolutely fucking not. Because this is this is the right. This is fucking Messi's side. Messi will be attacking from here. So I would rather Mendy on Messi, to, in all honesty. Well, anybody would, I believe. It's common sense. Also, I took out Valverde just in case they wanted the experience of Cruz. I think now is Valverde's time to shine. I mean, he's definitely ready for a big game against Barcelona. So I'm just putting Cruz there. And then the front three would be a traditional 4-3-3. So that would be like what we saw against Shakhtar. More in the second half, because how was it in the second half? I'm trying to remember. Benzema came on for Rodrigo. Then Vinicius came on for Jovic. And then Asensio stayed on, right? So yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah. So this was our front three in the second half, which wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I get concerned and anxious for the game. Am I scared for the team? No, but what I'm scared for is we lose, and then just more and more critics on Zidane. I'm gonna go back to it quickly. Zidane does not deserve to leave. I don't believe the club is considering it, but because this was the guy that won them 3 Champions Leagues in a row, left for one season. You saw the team go to shit, and then they begged and begged and begged him to come back. Why? Just so we can sack him after 3 games or 4 games of a bad streak? No way. So my prediction for the game, I think we're gonna win. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think Barcelona Does Barcelona scare me? Yeah, of course. They scare any team. They're still a world class team. But I think honestly, I think if we play with the first scenario that I said with Mendy and Nacho, I think we could keep a clean sheet and win 2-0 like we did last time at home. Um, and that's what I'm hoping for Vinicius to get on the score sheet again. Um, what I'm confident about the first team, I'm going to go back to it again quickly. Here we go. What I'm confident is that even if we play in this sort of this will probably be our shape, maybe with Isco here. What I'm confident is that even if Casemiro's here by himself, we'll have Benzema also coming back. So I don't know. We can see Modric and Benzema It's so intricate. Like people that say that Zidane doesn't have tactics, look how confusing this fucking shit is. Because when do we ever see Benzema playing up top? We don't. Benzema's always here. And then Vinicius is on this side, but he'll start in a 4-3-3. And Isco probably won't be playing here because Varane will be playing. Valverde will be playing here. And then Casemiro here, but also here at the same fucking time. And then Modric also literally everywhere, which is why we love Modric and we need Odegaard back. Because that is what Odegaard was this guy. The guy that, okay, Varane can give it to him, I'll give it to you. What am I doing? Hold on, I fucked that shit up. Huge. What I'm trying to say is like Varane would give it to him. Modric is like the link-up guy, which is what would be nice if we had Kroos here as well. Because then we have two of them, and then Casemiro can sit, and then Benzema would come back. I don't know. Do I trust Asensio after that game against Shakhtar? Is what I'm asking. They could even play like this if they wanted to. If they wanted to. Because these are 1, 2, 3, 4 players that I trust. Right here. So I think it will be easier if we use this tactic. If they wanted to go like this, then just have a flat 4 midfield, and probably Modric would play on the left and Kroos would play in the midfield. But that way you have 1, 2, 3, 4 reliable players that you know will get the job done in the midfield. You have your star defender right here on Messi and him. So that will be a pocket. Casemiro should probably play on this side because when we play Barcelona, he usually shadows Messi. So that's what I expect to happen again. Then we have our two only, I'd say, solid, consistent forwards, which we can rely on and say, okay, Benzema, I'll put you on. Vinicius, I'll put you on, and I know that you can get the job done. And those are our only two. I would say Rodrigo, but at the end of last year. But even then, I don't know. But that's the luxury that we have, is that on the bench we'll have players like Asensio and we'll have Rodrigo that can come on and impact the game, where Barcelona has Ricky Puig. So do with that what you will. I think depth-wise we're definitely better, so if we want to close the game in the second half, I didn't even mention Jovic, which on his day I still believe can be a world-class player. Just hasn't shown it yet, and I'll get to that another day. But I think we can definitely be dangerous for Barcelona. And I don't know. My score prediction, what did I say? 2-0? I'll back that. I'll say 2-0. Hopefully we can get the job done. And then Tuesday would be Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we would get the job done there as well. I think a win tomorrow can definitely put us on the winning straight. But a win tomorrow can also be like a veil in front of the season, or in front of what's happened. So yeah, we beat Barcelona, and that's just, I don't know what I'm like. If we can beat Barcelona and still go on and lose all our games and just say that and get lucky against Barcelona, Um, that's what I'm scared of. Is we beat Barcelona unconvincingly. Everyone's on top of the world, and then we go to Germany and shit the bed, and then we're exactly where we started, just with a win over Barcelona. And we can easily beat Barcelona. Any team can beat Barcelona, which is what which is what we saw in the Champions League. Barcelona got lucky there. Of course they have the quality, but on another day, I don't even know the team that they face, but Barcelona could have lost that on another day. And another day, Real Madrid would have won our game against Shakhtar. I mean, that offside goal at the end of the game was unfortunate, and of course we had an own goal. But I don't want to be sympathetic to the players because that was not acceptable. And I think the players know that. I mean, if we had fans in the stadium, they'd hear a lot of whistles. And rightfully so, and they all agree it was rightfully so. I don't think anybody thought that was a good performance against Shakhtar. The one player I'm looking on is Ramos. I think Ramos can change the game. He's the difference between getting a clean sheet against Barcelona and losing 4-0 against Barcelona. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait. I should be coming out with a video tomorrow after the game just to review our 8-0 win against Barcelona. Excuse me. I have hiccups or something, or gas. I just ate a panzerotti with bacon, pepperoni, and sausage. And that will be the end of the video. Take it easy, guys. Go to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And leave a like on the video because I know you liked it. Because I said that Real Madrid was going to win. And I'm putting my stamp on it. 2-0 Real Madrid with the lineup that I said. If they don't use that lineup, you can't hold me accountable. So